Some of my staff nurse coworkers make just as much money as myself, if not more. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is BB, and if this is your first time here today, welcome, and if you're back for another video, then welcome back. I've had this channel since I first became a travel nurse about 8 years ago, and we can all agree in 2025 travel nursing is not what it used to be. It is a whole different industry. It is 2025 and I'm going to explain to you why I feel like travel nursing may just not be worth it. It's not for everyone in 2025. It has completely changed. And also I'm going to let you know why I may actually be hanging up my travel nursing boots. So stick to the very end. Oh, and I also have a surprise for you for my OGs. I have a surprise, so you have to stay till the end. So let's talk about travel nursing during the pandemic. Oh my goodness. This was the period of time where everyone was a travel nurse. If you missed that period of time, you missed out, because the amount of money that nurses were being paid, rightfully so, in my personal opinion, was just astronomical. Nurses were making 5, 6, 7, 8 times what they're making now. As of right now, it appears that the market has not only stabilized, but at certain parts of the country, it's actually less than what it used to be like before. So let's talk about it. During the pandemic, the reason that a lot of these hospitals were able to pay nurses the rates that they were paying, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 a week, was because of government contracts. These hospitals were not coming out of their pockets. How could they afford it to be paying nurses that kind of money? So with getting these heavily funded government contracts, hospitals were able to dole out this kind of money. That is no longer the case. So as of now, hospitals are having to jump into their own funds to afford nurses. And realistically, that kind of pay rate is not what they are able to give. Pockets are deep, but it is not that deep. Housing stipends back in the day were generous. During the pandemic, nurses were getting put up in hotels and still making, as previously mentioned, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000. That pool has dried up as well. In addition to that, because there was so many contracts and what you needed to jump on a travel nurse contract was so minimal at that time, basically there was more nurses than contracts. So you had your pick of the litter. You can decline a rate of $6,000, $7,000 for one that is $10,000. But nowadays it is not the case. These needs have slowed down and hospitals are getting pickier with the type of nurses that they're hiring. They're trying not to hire new nurses. They're trying to retain the travelers that they have now. The hospitals now have the upper hand. So now we are in post-pandemic. Post-pandemic is very similar to pre-pandemic, but with slight variations. The market is obviously not as saturated. Since the pandemic, we have had an influx of work from home nursing jobs. I don't know about you, but prior to the pandemic, I did not really hear about nurses working from home as much. And sidebar, I'm gonna make a whole nother video about it, but yours truly actually works from home. The other thing that has happened is a lot of these hospitals have cut their budgets. Instead of outsourcing travel nurses, they have developed their own internal float pool. Meaning, instead of paying a travel nurse agency $100 an hour for a nurse, they rather take that money and spend $60, $70 and pay a float pool nurse. Another trend that I have noticed, I personally haven't experienced it, but I've heard from a lot of travelers, is the fact that a lot of their contracts are getting cut. They will accept the contract, they will have a start date, and then a couple days or even a week before their start date, they are being cut because the hospitals overestimated how many nurses they actually needed. So now that is a problem. Something else that I have noticed is a lot of times, and I work in Georgia, so if any other nurses from other parts of the United States have experienced this or they have not experienced it, please speak up because I'm always curious. Some of my staff nurse coworkers make just as much money as myself, if not more. And on top of that, because they're staff, they get benefits. They get PTO, they get 401k, they get time and a half, they get the critical pay. They get so much more benefits than I would as a travel nurse. With that being said, I feel like I've painted travel nursing up until this point as if something that is totally not worth it. But let me tell you, let's get back to the nitty-gritty. Let's get back to the beginning of time. Let's get back to what a true travel nurse person, individual why did we all want to do this? So let me speak for myself. When I became a travel nurse, I was making $1,400 a week. Ooh, 8 years ago. I was making $1,450 a week. I was working in Raleigh, North Carolina, my first travel contract at Duke University, and that was $400 more a week than what I was making staff in Florida. And that was with no benefits, because I was basically full-time with no benefits. I don't know what that's called in different regions of the United States. With travel nursing, I was making $1,400 a week. Most of that income was tax-free. So as a single person, that benefited me in the sense where I was not having so much money pulled out of my taxes. And at the end of the year, I did not pay as much taxes. So if you are a young person and you want to travel so that you can keep more money in your pocket for right now, when it comes to taxes, definitely go into travel nursing. If you got student loans you have to pay off, travel nursing is worth the flexibility. That is one of the things that I absolutely loved working as a travel nurse. I can do my 13-week contracts, take a week off, take 2 weeks off, and then however long I wanted. I could work as much as I want. I had no commitment. My commitment was 13 weeks. And that was it. Once I completed my 13 weeks, I was free to go. And on top of that, the flexibility of being able to travel the United States and just live your best life and be free and not tied down to anything, that is another thing that I absolutely loved about travel nursing. And my personality, it just fit perfectly for that. I was able to go to North Carolina, go to California, go to Georgia, go to Florida, go to Boston. I always forget my Boston contract because it was like my worst contract. But I was able to just go to all these amazing places, experience them, find out how different hospitals work, get challenged, meet new friends, make lifelong friends that have become family. And at the time I was 23, 24 years old, and that's really all I wanted to do. And on top of that, there's also the networking aspect. You get to meet a lot of different nurses, doctors, medical professionals, and just kind of pick their brain, grow your inner circle, see what's out there, open your eyes to other opportunities, things that you probably would not have gotten if you would have stayed in your hometowns. And of course, can we talk about the adventure? Can we talk about the joy that comes from moving to a new city, getting a feel of it, getting grounded, exploring? Just, you're literally getting paid to travel, okay? You're getting paid to travel, and at the same time you're working, and that freedom, that ability for you to just live on your own terms. I am a free spirit, so that to me is one of the things that just drew me to travel nursing, and it still continues to drive me there, but in a different way. So now let's talk about the bad stuff, even though I feel like I kind of talked about the bad stuff as I was talking about the good stuff. But travel nursing now, it is lower pay. It really is. Looking at what I get paid versus my coworkers who are full-time, or even the float pool, because a lot of these hospitals have float pool, they pretty much even out. Instability. This is one of those things that I have been fortunate that I have not experienced, but for some travel nurses, they will pack up their whole lives, quit their job, get ready to start a contract. I have heard these stories, and then the day before they start orientation, they're told, you've been cut. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? You've packed everything, you've planned your whole life for the next 13 weeks, you got this apartment, you got this hotel, just for you to be told the day before your orientation that your contract's been cut. And a lot of times there is nothing that your agency can do about it as far as compensating you, helping you get back home, because they're not getting paid, so how are they gonna pay you? And that is the reality sometimes of travel nursing. Housing issues. So this is another thing. The way that inflation is and the way that housing is, or even Airbnb, there was a time where you can be a travel nurse and get you a little nice Airbnb apartment and pay absolutely nothing. No, that is not the case. Your housing stipend a lot of times does not even cover what it costs to live in that area. I know a lot of my friends who have gotten contracts in the Bay Area, in California, and a majority of what they make is going towards housing. So the money that they would have made is getting put into housing. They might as well just have stayed home at that point, unless you're there for the vibes and you're there for the experience. But that's just another thing to consider. Yes, you may be going to a bigger city, somewhere that is gonna pay more, but then how does that offset with housing? Just something else you may want to think about. Who would I recommend travel nursing for in the year of 2025? somebody who is still looking for adventure. 24, 25-year-old me was looking for an adventure. We were here for the vibes. The money was important, but it wasn't a priority. I lived and thrived being in a new city, experiencing new people. I had nothing to tie me down except my little dog, Lola, who went everywhere with me. Y'all remember Lola? The OGs know Lola, and yes, Lola is still riding with me. That, if you are somebody who has nothing to tie you down and you really want to experience nursing in different places, different towns, you want to be able to travel but still have a consistent job, a consistent income, travel nursing is definitely for you. If you're single and you ain't got no kids, definitely travel nursing is for you. No responsibilities, nothing to tie you down. Go travel, live your best life. Financial goals in a short burst. This is the quickest way to knock out your debt. I know nurses who go to California, like I mentioned, those higher paying contracts, or they do strike nursing, and they are able to knock out their student loan debt, pay off a car, save up for something like a down payment on a home, like that, way quicker than they would have if they would have stayed at their full-time job back home. They go somewhere where they know there's a need, where they know they can pick up overtime like there's no tomorrow, and they are just able to quickly pay down financial goals, whatever it is, quickly. I made a lot of money travel nursing, I'll tell you that much. Just being completely transparent again. So after weighing everything that I just spoke about, the pay, the flexibility, but also the instability, we gotta talk about the instability, everything else that comes with travel nursing, do I feel like it is worth it in the year of 2025? Absolutely. Travel nursing for me has been the biggest blessing. That experience, that chapter of my life, I would not change for nothing at all. It was beautiful for what it was, that time in my life. Everything that I mentioned to you that were positives, I definitely got that out of it. Every single person has their own journey, and everybody goes into travel nursing for their own reason. So it's not up to me to tell you if it's worth it. The main thing is for you to examine your life, your circumstances, what you have going on, and determine if the pros outweigh the cons. I'm just here to present them to you and allow you to make your own decision. For me personally, at the chapter that I was in my life, travel nursing made sense. Like I said, I was young, I had nothing to tie me down, I wanted to explore. I'm a Pisces, so I live for the thrill, I live for the new. I can't do everything. I can't do things, I can't even speak. I am not one to be comfortable doing the same thing over and over again, so I live for change, and travel nursing did that for me. But now I am 34, and now I am looking for something else. I want stability. I want to be able to live life on my own terms. And for me, I have found something even more liberating than travel nursing, and that is working from home. Your girl has graduated from a travel nurse to a work from home nurse. What is that? WFH? Work from home. I now work from home, and I absolutely love it. I am all for freedom and working on my own terms, and working from home absolutely did that for me. But let me tell you what, that's for a whole nother video. There are cons to that as well, and I have worked travel nursing contracts and working from home at the same time, which I'm actually currently in one right now. So I am actually going to be wrapping up a 13-week contract within the next couple of weeks, and then after that I'm going to be fully remote, and I'm going to be working PRN at the hospital that I'm at now, which I mentioned earlier, where I only have to work 7 shifts within a 6-week period. So that is my life, and yeah, please down below, I know this was a little bit disorganized. I feel like this video was a little bit disorganized because I'm a little rusty. I have not gotten on here and talked in like years, but I thoroughly hope that you were able to get something out of this. I like to just get on here and just speak very casual, very relaxed, as if I was talking to my friends, because that's what I feel like you guys are. You've been with me throughout this whole journey of travel nursing. My whole channel is about travel nursing. So I'm always here if you need any help. If you have any questions, you could always reach me on my Instagram. Oh my god, something's in my eye. Oh, something's in my eye. It's in my eye. What is in my eye? Oh gosh. Okay. Something's definitely in my eye. Oh goodness. Okay. As I always do in my video, I'm gonna have to pause because I gotta go. I have to show you guys something. It's my first video, but I feel like I gotta show you what I've been up to. Hold on. Hey. Oh! It's your baby! a baby. So I got a puppy. He's not a puppy actually anymore. He's a whole dog now. He is about a year. His name is Pepper. Look at him. Look at my baby. Pepper. Pepper is a year. I got him last November. And he is my oops puppy. Like a oops baby, but a oops puppy. And that's another story time. I have so many stories I need to catch you guys up on. But yes, this is Pepper. So if you if you were able to get to the end of this video, please comment down below Pepper, since he's made his debut. And if you are an OG to my channel, get down Pepper, then you already know. Come on, my firstborn, the love of my life. Oy. Oh, who has been here since the beginning of time. It's Lola. It's Lola. So yes, Lola is still with me. She has been with me everywhere. She's traveled with me. She's been there, done that, my OG. So these are, I'm gonna see if I can hold both of them. Let's see, come on, Peps. He's so jealous. He's so jealous. Okay, so I'm a mother of 2. That's why I can't be out here traveling, y'all. I have 2 babies now. 2 under 2. I lied. Pepper's under 1. This one's not. But yes, comment down below Pepper if you were able to make it to the end. Please comment down below Pepper, and I will see you at my next video. I'm gonna try to be consistent, but I can't make no promises. Okay, your girl can. I'm gonna try, but I'm busy. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video. Bye. All right, babies.